Get started. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good morning, everyone. Good to see a nice contingent here this morning. I will say weather we've had over the past week or so is why I decided to move to Wisconsin 12 years ago. Not so much in February, but right now with 70s every day, I think we get spoiled. Like, we're going to have this forever. All right, football season, 1 week from today, apparently, even though we've heard very little about the NFL. Anyhow, but on minors with the morning prayer.
Thank you, Jim. Please pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, just like Jim said, we thank you and praise you and worship you. Thank you for beautiful weather, Lord. Father, may it help us as we enjoy this beautiful weather to remember you, humble ourselves before you, and ask for your guidance and strength each day. Father God, we pray for Peter today and his recovery. Lord, we pray that your hand would be upon him, that you grant him strength, like fast healing, and little pain. Father, we just thank you for this meal now and ask you to bless it. Everyone said?
Amen. All right, great. Yes, and of course we are thinking about Peter at scheduled surgery on Monday and is recovering. I have a card, and we're going to send them something also. I'll figure that out the next day or so, but we have a card there, so if you haven't signed it, please do before you leave this morning. We have a guest here this morning. Our speaker is going to make us smarter on an important tool that people can use for their better health. And Nanette Kloth is here to speak with us, and she's going to be more formally introduced here in a little bit, and we get through a couple business items. But welcome, Nanette. Nice to have you this morning. All right, profound thoughts. Dr. Tom Rosen.
Morning. My first thought is from Arthur Ashe. From what we get, we can make a living. From what we give, however, makes a life. Some guy named Bill Vaughn. Not sure who he is. Money won't buy happiness, but it will pay the salaries of a large research staff to study the problem. And the last one is from Joey Adams. Do not worry about avoiding temptation. As you get older, it will avoid you.
Now, did you include that Arthur Ashe because the U.S. Open is going on right now and they're playing at Arthur Ashe Stadium?
No, I didn't even think of that.
Okay, well, it is weird seeing an empty stadium and the tennis. Of course, it's going to be weird a week from Sunday seeing an empty stadium in Minnesota with Packers and the Vikings playing. Such is the time that we live in. Charlie is not here. I have a quick Rotary minute. Some news that came out of the district this week. So a year or so ago, the district governors of Districts 6220 and our own 6270 set a fundraising goal for the foundation between the two districts of $1 million, and that was a joint effort. And the goal was by October 2020 to reach that, but they actually met the goal 4 months early. And with that success and the even greater need, the districts will continue the journey by raising more funds. And a new conclusion on April 2021, their goal is now a total of $2 million. So a bit over a year ago, on the recommendation of the two district governors, their respective districts embarked on a path to collectively raise $1 million of new gifts to the Rotary Foundation. They called it the $1 Million Journey. With many generous gifts, each in excess of $10,000 from both districts, the goal was reached back in July. So they're seeing it as an opportunity, and the new district governors, Scott Knopfler and our own Craig Burnett, who's going to be here in a month or so, agreed that they should continue and set a new goal of $2 million. So, we do on a regular basis give to the foundation. We make a push every now and then. You'll be hearing more about that. But in terms of the districts as a whole, reaching those goals, I don't know. Do you have any other insight in that? I mean, that's pretty impressive that they were able to achieve that and early.
Later, so I'm going to find out.
Okay, you'll hear about it. But yeah, they're like, hey, what the heck, 1 million, let's go for 2 million by April 1st of 2021. So that's your Rotary Minute. So happy finds and drawings, Jerry. To happy or a winner.
First of all. Oh, okay, got it. Any happy finds today?
I will.
Vince?
I
You have
haven't
one?
been able to see Nanette in quite a few years. I haven't been down Nanette here.
Okay, great.
Oh, I have one. We just had an anniversary. We called it our Christian Yelich anniversary. It's number 22.
All right. You have our guest draw. See the last three numbers.
882.
Ooh. Anybody?
Yeah, right.
We're going to get this. What?
Oh. You gotta stick it in the half that you pulled out of that? Yeah.
Yeah, I got her a Christian Yelich shirt and everything, so we got it's romantic. Hey, she likes baseball, so actually it was a welcome gift. Of course, I had to buy the same one for my daughter as well.
Speaking of your daughter, I was thinking we ought to get him for a find of his daughter's picture with the Waukesha announcement.
Oh, yeah. Playing tennis, she's having fun on the varsity team. So, although she's having trouble with the serve, it's very frustrating. But anyway, serving is not easy. Okay, so before we get to our speaker, a couple of business items. I will talk about something potentially near term, and then John Miners has something to talk about for next summer, 2021. We've been approached as a club to help start a fundraiser event in conjunction with the Fall Fest. Now, yes, it is true that Fall Fest is literally like 3 weeks away, so things are going to have to happen fast. I sent out an email to the board, a couple other people here yesterday, and I've been in communications with Lady Kelly, who owns Americana Flower Shop right across the street. She's looking to draw business to her parking lot and wants to have a beer sale as part of Fall Fest. I know they serve like draft beer. I think the American Legion does down in the square. But we'll see. It's not going to be anywhere close to Balloon Fest if we're able to organize it. John Whitell's not here. He encouraged her to come to me and talk about this. So we'll see. But if it starts to come together and we're able to get a permit from the village, she can't just do it herself. Like Americana can't decide they're going to start selling beer on a Saturday now because they're not. But she teams with a local community organization like us, and we get the permits, and we have licensed bartenders, which I and a couple of other us, John Miners was on, were last year for the Balloon Fest. We could potentially pull this off. We're looking to use Marty here on Main Street Liquors. We're not going to do the whole band with the Budweiser and all that. But if it starts to come together, you'll see some things. We definitely don't need 20 people to run this thing, but we probably need a handful, 5, 6. We have the bar that we kind of have set up, canopies. So see it fairly low key, low potential, but she's willing to give the proceeds, the donation. Perhaps it goes to our Polio Plus fall fundraiser in that. So yeah, got to come through quick. I've got to hear from John Whitell in the next day or two. I got to let Matt in here. I think I got kicked out. And see where that goes. So more to come on that if it even happens. Just wanted to bring that up. And then next summer we have a potential for participation. So I'm going to turn it over to John Miners to talk about that 2021 potential fundraiser.
Thank you. I am really excited. John Whitell came to me as come up here. Okay.
I'll start over. So I'm really excited. John Waddell from the village came to me, thus the Rotary Club. He has planned, or the village has planned, to at Indian Park to rent a huge tent and start the process of raising money with bands for a band show. So this has been in the public plan for a long time. The village boards over time have always said this is going to be a public and private combination of money to come together to make this happen. The thing is, you know, the private sector has to raise quite a bit of money for our contribution to this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but as we become involved in this, there's going to be pictures of this. It's been in some of the village events of the plan for this future band show. So the plan right now is for 4 events next summer, June, July, August, and September. They specifically came to us to run the beer tent. The reason is because we've successfully done it before, and the village feels that the Mukwonago Rotary Club, we take this on, we will do it correctly, we'll honor our word, we'll do it right, which I felt was a great honor. For us, we're going to get to display our Rotary banners. The proceeds, it's not exactly figured out now, but we've kicked around the idea of 50-50. Personally, I don't care if it's 100%. We're doing it for the band shell. That's what the money's going for. And because several of our members already have the license for serving alcohol in a public event like this, because we did it for Balloons over the while ago. And so I would ask that the board seriously consider being a part of this. I'm putting myself forward or asking if I can be the committee chair for this because I'm passionate about it. I also have a good working relationship with John Waddell, so there's a lot of communication that's going to go back and forth, and it'll just go easier that way because we already communicate. We seem to have a good relationship. And I just ask you, the club members, to think about, we're putting in no money, $0. All they're asking is our labor, our management, to work for events. I think it's a huge win-win for all of us. And that's my commercial. So thank you very much.
John, what is that again?
Next summer.
Yeah,
One last. What's that? Yeah.
over 4 weekends?
Over 4 weekends. So again,
Like Bachelor's Day.
but no, just one night, as far as I know. So like a Saturday night, June, July, August, September. One of those nights they're going to pick, you know, in 2021 when we don't have the dates yet. But the one thing that's also really exciting is corporate Mukwonago has already come to bat. The 4 events are already paid for. They're already got sponsors for all 4. So the tent and the rental is all paid for. And I'm sure that these same corporate sponsors are also going to kick in money for this band show. So we're now looking, and there's a second advantage. We're trying to get people used to going to Indian Park, used to going to a music event, so that when the band shell is built, people will be coming. I just think it's a huge win-win for all of us, and I'd ask for your participation and you know, throw in a few hours and look what we can accomplish together. So thank you.
No, Rotary is becoming the beer people, apparently. I don't know. I don't know if they saw our club. I don't think we had a lot of big beer drinkers. But anyway. But we'll see. So this one coming up in 3 weeks will be on a small scale. That might be a little bigger. June, possibly, the first one?
Yeah, it's going to be June.
So we'll see. We have some time there, but certainly something that we want to keep in mind. In terms of upcoming speakers, next week we're going to be honoring our Fire Service Person of the Year. And we're going to get an update from the school district. Hopefully it's good news after 2 weeks of experience with schools being open in this environment on the 17th, and then we're going to have a business meeting on the 24th. And Mark Lodge is going to use a good part of that time to look back at the previous year and do some recognition that we weren't able to do at a plan changing of the guard. Lastly, I'll say, I was talking to Dennis this morning, Tom's in here, Einer's on. We need to coordinate with the ladies, if you will, Jolene and Linda, and if we're going to officially cancel the jack-lantern jaunts. I know a lot of us are getting inquiries whether or not we're having that. then we need to make a final coordinated decision and get the word out through the chamber or what. It's going to be some people feeling we should have it, but I think they maybe don't understand all that goes in behind the scenes in terms of the sponsors, getting pumpkins, all that. We of course, don't carve them all ourselves and we just show up there on Friday morning and everything is good. It takes a community team effort. So anything else anybody have to bring up that forgot? If not, I will ask Rachel to come up. Or Rachel, that's right, we wanted to talk membership stuff real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to, as everyone knows, part of onboarding, my math stuffing family, we have to go through, making sure we're attending meetings. Last week, Jenna Walter had come to our board meeting, so officially she is off of her onboarding, so just want to congratulate her for that, and she's also on the membership committee. Kelly is as well, so we're all and then I just want to introduce one of my mentors, Nanette Kloth. When I was a baby nurse over 20 years ago, Nanette worked in the transplant clinic, heart failure clinic, and known her for years. She's a nurse practitioner also, so nurse over 30 years, nurse practitioner over 20. If I'm getting this wrong, let me know. But I think I've got it pretty good. Yeah. And she's also been a manager of the cardiothoracic and transplant unit for probably 15 plus years. So heart transplants, lung transplants. So I worked for many years with Nanette doing that. I think back of holistic medicine over 20 years ago, even when I was a nursing assistant on that same unit, we were using guided imagery for post-operative patients, and now I can tell you any hospital system you go to, we use essential oils. You want peppermint, that can help with your pain. It can help with nausea, which I usually get. And I think it's really important, also lavender. So I do have some samples that I'm going to hand out. We want to think about the pandemic right now, so I'll do that after I introduce Nanette. But I'm really excited. Nanette got into doTERRA product about 5 years ago, and she'll talk about that a little bit. But I can tell you it's helped me, and I thought this might be a good topic. We're going into the pneumonia season, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and how can this really help us with our wellness? So, Nanette?
Awesome.
Right. Well, thank you very much for having me. It's fun to talk about something we're passionate about, and this happens to be something that I'm passionate about. It's odd because I got into this because of my husband. And like most men, there's a little, you wouldn't picture most men being interested in essential oil. It just doesn't seem like a manly thing. My husband, most 6'2", big guy, flannel shirts, jeans, nowhere near looking at essential oils. But he used to work third shift, and I don't know if any of you ever worked third shift, but you know what happens about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Someone starts feeling weird, and you've already drank your Coke and your energy drink, and you're tired, nausea. So his boss says, my wife got these essential oils with peppermint. Let's try it. So there's a peppermint in each of your packs. Each of the little vials has maybe 8 to 10 drops in it. So you're going to watch, if you don't mind trying it, put a drop or 2 in your palm, rub your hands together, and take a deep breath. This will invigorate you. Take place of a cup of coffee in the afternoon or the morning, and a nice alternative to those energy drinks. So once we started with the peppermint, then as Rachel said, it started becoming more popular at work too, the lavender especially. And it works nice after a long day at work. You come home, irritated, angry, or whatever, lavender in your bath, lavender on the bottom of your feet. Just one more way to de-stress and calm yourself. So I don't know how much any of you know about essential oils, so I'm going to go through a little bit of where it comes from. Essential oils have been around since the beginning of time. I mentioned in the Bible, the Greeks used them, since the beginning of time. From the Bible, there's frankincense and myrrh. Both of those are essential oils that are well known and well used today. Frankincense we call the king of oils because it has so many wonderful attributes as far as healing and calming and just overall wellness. I know a lot of people that will take frankincense under their tongue in the morning and at night for its benefit. Some of you may have a grandma who put peppermint in your tea to help with the tummy ache, or maybe chamomile tea. There's the Peter Rabbit story that, the mama bunny made all her little baby bunnies chamomile tea. So it's just been around. So it's not new. However, I think it's taken on a new interest and has a new vigor towards it. Lots of people are trying to get away from all this synthetic stuff. We're trying to get back to natural. We don't want the artificial. We want our beef to be grass-fed. We want our chickens not to have antibiotics. We want to get away from all that stuff. So this is one way that will help you definitely do that. The cost is another great thing. Compared to antibiotics or some of the salves, a doctor appointment, the peppermint that you have, that's approximately 8 cents a drop. That's way less than your carbonated beverages, any of the tablets you might take for energy, a lot cheaper and a lot better for you. The negative effects, essential oils don't have side effects like your antibiotics. You're not going to get diarrhea from the antibiotics you're taking or from the essential oils that you're taking. There's a few skin sensitivities, but other than that, there's no side effects. So, the essential oils are very potent. That's why you only need a drop or two. The peppermint, 1 drop is the equivalent of 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you don't need a lot. It goes a very long way. It will take a long time to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea. You get the same effects from one little drop. So peppermint is one of the big oils. The other one, of course, is lavender. Probably all of you have heard about lavender, have lavender lotion at home. But it's best known as it's calming. It's calming for your skin. It's calming for your head. It's everything that's about calm. You can use it in your bath water. You can apply it to your skin. It helps you sleep. So one of the other big oils, and it's the one that's been most researched too. There are some research articles that are starting to be more scientific about this to get more people on board to realize that this does help and it is important. So I sell doTERRA, but I want you to know, there are other products out there besides doTERRA that are therapeutic and pure. Just make sure that they are labeled as such. Just because it smells like lavender, if it's not made from lavender, it's not going to give you the effect. So you're better off with a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil. It's worth it. All right, so for right now in the pandemic, I think there's a couple things most people are worried about and working on. That is keeping themselves healthy, keeping their environment healthy, strengthening their immune system, and supporting your body's natural healing processes. Those are most people's goals right now. So, for strengthening your immune system, some of these oils actually bolster your own immune system. Most of the oils that are in our On Guard product, the cloves, the cinnamon, are like an antibiotic or antiviral type of thing. It also, as I said, boosts your immune system. So at the bottom of the healthy lifestyle, the foundation, you want to eat right, the whole foods, so fruits, vegetables, nuts. Rachel and I were just talking about the, what is it, 30?
Well, 30 is a popular diet right now that people are doing. It's not a diet, it's really a lifestyle change. And again, it's all nothing processed, and you feel so much better.
So that's, one of the bases of doTERRA's, live well, is to get back to this natural, the whole foods. Then on top of that, use a supplement. Whether you use doTERRA supplements or you take a one a day, everybody should be supplementing their diet. We don't get what we need. And then the essential oils that we need to boost our immune system. We want to be detoxing from our environment. So protect and support the body's main pathway. So we have essential oils that support your airways. I know Rachel uses the breeze, opens up your airway, helps with snoring. Of course, you all have to ask your wives about that, right? But I do know a lot of people.
What?
No, really, which one?
Okay.
Breathe.
Okay.
Okay, the last one, okay.
Yeah, second to last one. But eucalyptus is one of its ingredients. It opens up your airways and, helps with that. A lot of people use that in their diffuser before they go to bed at night, and it does help. If you feel like you're getting respiratory cold or your allergies are bad, it's also good for that.
So are they topical? Are they from the aroma?
If you want to go to the top of page 3 in your book, there's 3 ways that you can get these oils. So aromatic, where you would use a diffuser, and it would go into the air in the droplet. You can do some are topical, so you can apply them directly to your skin, and some you can drink in water in a veggie cap or under your tongue. But you have to pay attention to which are which, because not all of them can be internalized. So when we get to the oils, I'll go through the big ones. Breeze, which is the one we were talking about for snoring, cannot ingest that. And the balance, another one of my favorite ones that you cannot ingest. So, 3 ways.
So you have to pay attention.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then the last thing for target areas, everybody's telling you right now during the pandemic that you have to take care of yourself, right? Especially, I'm telling my nurses all the time, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be well enough to take care of your patients or each other, for that matter, or your family. So you got to get enough sleep, right? So there's your lavender. Relaxation. There's a host of essential oils for that, including lavender. Massage. There's several. The deep blue, I was talking with your chiropractor, your resident chiropractor, and she uses the deep blue along with treating patients. I don't know what other ones are your favorite for your massage. Is that really the only one you use? Lavender, okay. There's another one for after exercise. I'll have to look at my book and ask you to use that one too. After exercise, because that's another way we can relax, de-stress, and take care of ourselves right. It's a product very similar to like the old Ben Gay, the lidocaine patches, that kind of stuff. We call ours Deep Blue, but it's all natural products. It comes in an oil or as like a paste or cream rather that you just put on your your lower back, or if your legs are hurting after a run, whatever. That's a real popular one too. And then the Balance is our main grounding blend. That's what's in your soap that came with your money. You're winning money today. I like to have that in the shower. That Balance is really good for my husband, who's kind of up and down, either hollering or mellow. So I like him like right in the middle. So that's what I hope for when I lather him with either the oil or uses that in the shower too. So we all do what we have to do to keep our loved ones on track and healthy and whole, right? So there's something for everyone. I'd like to quickly go through the main oils, if that's okay with you.
About 6 minutes or so.
I got 6 minutes. Okay. Well, the first one is lemon. Everybody knows what that smells like, right? It's clean and refresh. So what's weird about this, though, is, you can use it to clean your kitchen counter, but you can also put it in your water. It's multi-purpose, and sometimes that's hard for me to wrap my head around. But most of the citrus oils are like that. So there's orange, clementine, all kinds of different citrus oils available. But they all essentially do the same thing. They can clean your kitchen counters, use them in your water to scrub your floors, and you can add it to your water to, make drinking the amount of water we're supposed to drink every day a little more palatable. The next one is frankincense, which I talked a minimal about, the king of oils. So it's calming your stress and anxiety, supports your immune system, anti-aging. I know a lot of women will add this frankincense to their skin routine, add it to their moisturizer. So if you've got scars or blemishes, you can put it right on there as well. It's a nice kind of a earthy smell. It's very nice. Tea tree or melaleuca, many of you may have heard of this one. For skin blemishes, kind of an antiseptic, antibiotic type thing. It adds this to your shampoo for healthy scalp and hair. It's also really good if you got toenail fungus or you work out a lot and your feet are wet a lot. This is really good to apply to your toenails and feet because this will kill the fungus. Talked a little bit about the On Guard for immune support. A lot of people will use this, diffuse it when their kids get home from school because they've been exposed to all kinds of things. So not only washing your hands when you get home, but supporting your respiratory system, giving everything a dose of On Guard. Okay, so those on the top line, those you can all diffuse, use topically, or take them internally. The next line is mixes of oils, so it's not just one oil. So the digestion is for gas, bloating, soothes acid reflux, healthy bowels, also really good for motion sickness. So that one as well, you can do all three. When we get to the deep blue, that is only, you can diffuse it, although not most people don't. It's only diffused topically. So before or after exercise with massage. Breathe, that's the one that Rachel uses, opens the airways, relieves sinus discomfort, supports a restful sleep, minimizes snoring. So you can use that in the diffuser, or you can apply that topically, like some people will put it on their pillowcase, but that is not for ingestion as well. And then Balance, the other one, kind of keeping your emotions in check, sense of calm and well-being, promotes balance and whole body relaxation. That one too, you can, that's nice in diffuser, it's nice topically, but you cannot ingest it. How much time? Am I done?
Just a few minutes, and if you have, maybe there's a question or two out here.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Any questions? I have several, but any questions
Okay.
from you? You mentioned 8 cents per drop. About how many drops do you get out of a 15 milliliter?
A lot.
A lot? Okay.
I should
Should I
know,
do-
but
should
I
I-
don't.
Should I do the math? Okay, maybe 170, something like that?
Oh, more than that.
More than that? Okay. It is overwhelming. I mean, it's overwhelming when you go into granted, Pick and Save is the lower end vitamins, I understand that, but there's all these things. I mean, should I be taking, beetroot and who knows what? There's all these things. And then there's lots here as well. And then, of course, the new craze is CBD. So, I don't know. I mean, essential oils and CBD competitors, I mean.
No, we have a CBD product.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
But only the legal part of it.
Yeah.
We've got an oil as well as a tablet
Okay.
and I mostly recommend it like for chronic pain. I have a few patients, I think we're going to try it for Rachel's husband, with the chronic back pain, chronic leg pain, and it makes, I think this is again one of those where you still need to do the medical stuff that you have been doing. This is in addition to maybe ease the pain a little bit more. So in conjunction with.
So I just put some peppermint on my hand. So have I made use of it by the fact that I put it on my hands and I smelled it? Okay.
So it's being absorbed through your
Yeah.
skin, and you took it in through your airway. So did you feel a little hot? Are you
Well, yeah,
ready?
I'm ready. We have them in the house. My wife uses them and puts them behind my kids' ears and things like that. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Actually, I might even watch this video. All right.
What's maybe your opinion on the cannabinoids that capture the market out there? You're overwhelming the amount of, I don't see any of your products incorporating any of this.
We have our product is Copaiba, and it's available as an oil and as tablets, and we recommend it for chronic pain. The thing with the cannabinoids that are out there, I'm not sure how much drug testing is being done. I know there's a lot of variances in how much product you're actually getting, how pure it is, and that kind of stuff. That I know there's a lot of discussion about right now. So, this brand has so much of a percentage of the active ingredients. This brand has whatever. So it's hard to figure out. We have our the two products. I'll find it in here in a minute, and that's all we're going with. So it's not competing. We have other oils for pain. So really, it's your preference, what you're willing to try, and how much money you're in.
All right. Well, great. Well, we appreciate you sharing your knowledge and information about products. Certainly anything that has limited or no side effects other than, an expense, but everything, something is a good thing, especially these days. So just a quick, you can come back up.
Oh, yeah.
Just a quick, so in gratitude for sharing your message, we as a club are going to donate funds to Rotary International for 25 children in the world to be inoculated against polio in your honor.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that's an ongoing,
thank you so much.
and a small token of our appreciation, a note holder with our logo on it, such as a thank you for coming to the hospital.
Oh, thank you
So
so
thank you
much.
very much.
All right, before we do the four-way test, I'm going to remember this week. Anything else anybody needs to bring up? Otherwise, we'll follow up on a couple of things we talked about, and those who received emails, there will be more on various projects and fundraisers that we may or may not have. But as we leave this meeting and go back out into the world of life and work, of the things that we think, say, or do, please stand and let us remember to ask ourselves first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? All right, thanks everybody. Enjoy the weather while we have it. Thanks everybody online. Thanks Matt, John. Have a good day. Einer.